I said I wasn't going to make drama slop content anymore, but this kind of transcends drama slop content. This is kind of a big deal because this brought the entirety of Twitch in front of Congress. Hasan is in full panic and damage control mode as Twitch CEO gets called to testify. Dude, what is happening? What? Finally, something is done. I don't know where this is going to go, though. This might lead to a bad place. Who knows? I just know that I kind of feel good about what's going on to these crazy, insane, violent freaks here recently. So from Hero, hey, I'm going to subscribe. I've seen a few of this person's videos. Might as well go ahead, give a subscribe.
So yesterday I talked about this news. Twitch CEO is being called to testify in front of a committee on the radicalization of its users. We'll read some more of this for anyone who missed the segment in just a second, though. But the new update is that Hasan has found out about this, and he is not happy.
Oh,
if
you don't
missed
say.
Yesterday's coverage, though, it started with this. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer invited the CEOs of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit to testify on the radicalization of online forum users. I had mentioned that I was disappointed to see Steam on this list. However, some people said that it was a good call, that it was necessary.
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of an open platform, an open chat room. So yeah, and there's probably some very, very bad things going on underground that not even Steam knows about.
Which is fine. We have different opinions on this, but let's continue on to the next thing. Because as mentioned, Twitch...
And if nothing bad's going on directly, Steam allowing it, then it's good. Everybody knows it, and they can clear their name from it.
Specifically got called out in a much more grave, a much more serious way, unlike the aforementioned statement that we had read, where it was like an invitation, seeming to be an open invitation. Twitch was specifically, like I said at the very start of this video, being requested to testify. Specifically, Dan Clancy being called to testify in room HVC 210 of the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center, saying the hearing will examine radicalization of online forum users, including incidents of open incitement to commit violent, politically motivated acts. Many people taking this as a direct reference to Hasan over on Twitch, as there have been...
Yeah, especially with those videos circulating, and it was going viral on X. No shot that a bunch of people from the government didn't see that.
In literal compilations of him where people are saying that he is, in those compilations, directly inciting violence.
Yeah, everybody saw this.
And that takes us to this tweet. Twitch streamer Hasan Piker has appeared in an ABC News interview attempting to defend a resurfaced clip where he said, yeah, all that right there, as mentioned, advocating for violence, and that's an understatement. This prompted Elon Musk to accuse him of incitement to murder and fueling violent discourse in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death. So we've got a minute and a...
Dude, fucking finally, we've come to this point. It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. It sucks that this is what had to happen to get here. But still, once again, it's not over yet. He hasn't been banned. He hasn't been jailed. Nothing like that.
And a half clip here, I guess, of Hasan on ABC. Let's check this out, shall we?
I want to ask you about your own rhetoric. I noticed that Elon Musk has been posting about you.
Yes.
And I don't know the context of these particular statements, but here's a quote from you about landlords who don't want to rent out their properties. You said,
oh no.
Kill them, murder them.
Hasan's laughing already, dude. Is he laughing because he thinks he's screwed? Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Why do you think he's laughing here?
No, he's laughing because he thinks he's smarter than them, better than them. And he's like, oh, gonna radicalize more people who's gonna see this on the news and be like, ha, this guy's more based than the person on the news. I'm gonna watch him. And then his audience is also gonna just be like, oh man, Hasan owned that news channel.
Like a nervous laugh.
Kill them, murder them, let the streets soak in their red capitalist blood.
Oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, guys. In a video game.
Doesn't that make you part of the problem with
It does.
violent discourse?
This was in a conversation that I was having with a...
It doesn't matter. It does not matter when it was, where it was, what it was about. It's all about your intent and what you meant by it.
landlord friend of mine, and it's of course hyperbolic, and it's not meant to be sincere. This is not sincere advocacy.
It didn't come off that way. It sounded pretty serious. You were yelling it and crashing out.
It's not a real policy that I would ever advocate for. And that's precisely the reason why
You never said it was specifically going to be a policy. You told people they should do this.
when Republicans were desperately looking for any sort of incisive language that they could present, they went back to
I didn't see any Republicans saying anything like that.
very obvious instance of LARPing, an instance.
Is that projection right there? Because it seems to me like Hasan is the one who is LARPing. LARPing as a hero, when really he's a fucking terrorist.
Statement.
Or at the very least, a terrorist leader.
Calling it LARPing's crazy. Like, okay, bro, sure. You also gotta love how the champagne socialist Nepo baby here is talking about how he's wants to do this violent stuff to capitalists. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's the one talking about LARPing, and look at this one-piece hat. What about when he was dressed up as Luffy? He literally thinks that he's like Luffy.
That is obviously hyperbolic from, I believe, 2018.
My question stands nonetheless. Doesn't that
It
kind
was obviously hyperbolic. We don't see it that way.
of language contribute to the atmosphere of violent, even lethal violence in the United States?
I don't believe that my insincere statements that don't reflect on any of my beliefs whatsoever,
The pattern shows that it does.
in 2019 has led to any sort of real world violence whatsoever.
So it's LARPing, it's insincere. It was from 2018, it was from 2019. And then over on Twitter, Hasan had some more stuff to say, responding directly to the news that we went over earlier in this video about House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer inviting the CEOs of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit to testify on the radicalization of online forum users. Hasan saying, Twitch is not a factor in the Tyler Robinson investigation at all, and yet they want to bring the platform into the story. There is a sinister reason, and I think you all know what it is. Well, I think they're not happy about the incitement to violence that occurs over on Twitch from people like Hasan, and I think there has also been similar things from like Frogan as well, to a somewhat lesser extent. They're probably, you know, gonna talk about all that stuff. So it is still funny
Let's
though.
go. I hope they do. I hope something happens.
Seeing Hasan being concerned about Twitch, again, like the champagne socialist Nepo baby here is concerned about a corporation having to testify, you know, because nothing speaks socialism like, hey, we got to protect Jeff Bezos' Twitch. And then we got this. Hasan calls out Asmongold, Techtown & Co. for trying to deplatform him. There is a reason why I have consistently said I'm not going to advocate for deplatforming anyone, especially because I know the crosshairs are on me first.
I don't think anybody's trying to get them deplatformed. None of these people are trying to get them deplatformed. All that they're doing is pointing out what he's saying and being like, Twitch, why aren't you deplatforming him? That's the only thing that's happening.
Moral consistency here doesn't matter.
Yeah, Slasher says the government is scapegoating social media, chat, and video games under the guise of...
Like, they're not pouring money and influence into Twitch. That's kind of what you're doing. They're trying to, you and your people are trying to deplatform them. That's what's going on here. It's like projection at every turn.
As a political de-radicalization is a way to censor
keeps going on. They don't know how to do anything except that. Hasan and people like Hasan.
the internet. Meanwhile, all the free speech guys cheer this on because they want certain streamers banned over personal vendettas. It is pathetic. They don't understand it. There is a reason why.
I don't even care. I'm just looking at all of the people that got banned over nothing, and then I'm looking at all the people who aren't getting banned, even though they are straight up calling for violence.
I have, especially in the aftermath of October 7, consistently said, whenever people go, hey, shouldn't this person be deplatformed? I've consistently said, I am not going to advocate for deplatforming anyone, especially because I know that the crosshairs are on me first and foremost. Okay? Of course, that hasn't stopped Asmongold, Techtone, and numerous others that have actively advocated not only for deplatforming, but for the government.
Sure, Hasan, sure. If you were the one controlling Twitch, but you're not, unless you are. They're not going after you, they're going after Twitch, because they're like, why do we keep getting banned for calling women whores and fat and ugly, but other people calling for violence, nothing happens to them? It's funny. It's like you have some direct influence with Twitch. We already know that, though. Everybody knows that. It's obvious.
To literally take action, which would be obviously a
Dan Clancy said it himself. Hasan is his favorite creator.
direct violation of the First Amendment, direct violation of freedom of speech, beyond like cancel culture and whatnot. And now it's unfolding. Not that it matters. Moral consistency in this regard does not matter. Okay? When you call for violence, yes. See, everyone is going to try and make this seem as though this is a sincere request. Okay? That's
How is it not sincere though? Like, friggin' Charlie Kirk just got assassinated. People are concerned about more violence occurring, and they're still
Yeah, and a lot of people are talking about wanting more violence to occur. Like, what are we doing here? And then you're not toning down the rhetoric? The fuck are we doing here, man?
concerned, which is completely reasonable, by the way, about what just happened to Charlie Kirk. When there is clips of numerous people on Twitch, not even just Hasan.
I'm waiting for the I'm tired of it rant, and he says what he actually feels, and that everyone he doesn't like should be off in the streets.
Advocating and inciting
It's gonna
violence against
happen.
people.
He'll do it.
That's it. That's all this is. Right-wingers that want to enact out a personal vendetta over a Twitch streamer that they dislike will try to turn around and say, no, dude, you've been calling for violence. You're radical. You've radicalized people.
It's funny that he's trying to like say this is all right wing when there's even been a giant divide in the left recently since post what happened to Charlie Kirk, where some leftists are being pushed out by the others because they're not extreme enough. That being that they disagree with the people celebrating what happened and advocating for more.
Dude, I'm seeing so many videos of people who are obviously on the left, and they're like, I can't handle it anymore. I'm voting all red.
Of it. For example, a few days ago, I made a video talking about a leftist gay black man who was literally told by other leftists that he is not gay and he's not black because he was not celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Fucking
and
insane,
he was
dude.
disavowing the violence. And
What?
that was their response. Oh, if you're disavowing the violence and you're not celebrating, you're not actually gay and you're not actually black. And so we got some great responses to that clip that we just watched, such as this one saying, yeah, he doesn't advocate for deplatforming. He advocates for unaliving them. I didn't try and deplatform anyone from social media. I just advocated for deplatforming them from
True.
life. Dan Clancy has to explain to Congress why he is praising Houthi terrorists and others on a live stream. Have fun. No, they're using my own words against me. And
Oh no! Cry me a river.
lastly, this one caught my eye because the profile pic is Hay from Darker Than Black, one of the best anime characters of all time, and I
I love Darker Than Black.
could go talk about this
It was a crazy, weird anime. It wasn't really like anything else at the time.
for a long time, but yeah, I probably shouldn't. But you guys know that I love Darker Than Black, and I love Hay, but that's a whole side tangent that I'm already trying not to get into, and I'm getting into it too much. So let's just read the tweet. Hasan believes in deplatforming and taking the lives of your opponents. So yeah, as you can see, Hasan is not happy. He's freaking out over the news that Twitch CEO Dan Clancy has been requested to testify. Let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments.
Good. Good. I'm glad it's happening. You know, it's your comeuppance. Finally, something's being done. I can't believe it. Hopefully, the reason it's being done isn't for nefarious reasons later on, and we're just building to it. I guess we're just going to have to see. And I'm not going to be involved in it. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the bell for all notifications. Don't make me leader. See you in the next one.